With your local and area news this morning, I'm Justin Mott. Yesterday, Tenaha Volunteer Fire Department was dispatched to a house and grass fire at the old sawmill at 2:18 p.m. The structure had already burned up by the time the firemen arrived. Fortunately, no one was injured as a result of the fire. The firemen put out the fire, and the cause still remains unknown. In Center yesterday, there was a grass and bush fire on Pine Terrence Street. About 4:10 p.m. yesterday evening, the Center Fire Department quickly responded to and put out the fire. The cause is still unknown. At approximately 7:45 p.m. yesterday evening in Timpson EMS was dispatched to Soso Park for a one-vehicle accident. During a high-speed chase, the driver of a Dodge truck drove through the stone wall that surrounds Soso Park just before crashing inside the park. According to DPS State Trooper, the suspect attempted to run on foot after crashing the truck. He was caught and identified as 35-year-old Tony Joshua Turner of Center. He had an outstanding warrant and was attempting to evade arrests. And in other news, today is the 10th anniversary for Chris Watlington's show This Week in Shelby County. In a recent interview, he tells us how he got started in radio. All right, I'm Justin Mott with Center Broadcasting Company. I'm here with Mr. Chris Watlington. He's going to tell us about 10 years of doing This Week in Shelby County. What's it like, Chris?
Well, it's wonderful because I always envied Rob and Vance and their family. That community news, what's it now? It's going on 70 years, 60 years?
68 years.
Yeah, okay. That's so awesome. And, my family didn't do that. So Lori Alvis said, 10 years ago, there was an opening in the morning lineup on the AM station, and she said, Chris, you could do a talk show. And I laughed, thought she was kidding. But I got thinking about it and talked it over with Virginia Watlington, my aunt, and my sister Cindy, and she said, well, if they're serious, you could do it. We kind of figured out, maybe what the format would be, and I went, well, I'll see. Turns out Lori was serious, and on February 1st, 10 years ago, I did the first show. It was 10 minutes at the time. Then about a month later, we added the extra 5 minutes, and I hoped it might catch on and go a few years, but 10 years is pretty cool.
A blood drive is going to be held today at the Burks Outlet Center here in Center, Texas from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. All successful donors will receive a free t-shirt. The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service is going to be hosting a beef forage seminar on February the 16th at the John D. Wyndham Civic Center. The meal will be served at 5:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. and the program will be held from 6 to 9 p.m. For more information, please call 598-7744. That's 598-7744. And in your rest report this morning in Shelby County, Kara Chambliss, age 24 of Shelbyville, burglary of a habitation, 2 counts. Daniel B. Eves, age 31 of Center, burglary of a habitation. Tony Parker, age 35 of Center, hindering apprehension of a felon, violation of parole, unsafe speed, failure to maintain financial responsibility. And in St. Augustine County, William Wells Jr., housing for Sabine County, and Michael G. Bragg, housing for Sabine County. And in your obituaries this morning, Arlene LaFuere, age 98 of Center, passed away on Monday, January the 30th in Center. Visitation will be held from 6 to 8 p.m. today at the Watson & Sons Funeral Home in Center. Funeral service will be held at 2 p.m. this Thursday, February the 2nd at the Watson & Sons Chapel with Brother Mari Goodry and Brother Lee Goodry Jr. officiating. Interment will follow at the Sardis Cemetery in Center. She is survived by 2 daughters, 1 son, 28 grandchildren, and a host of other friends and family. This has been your local and area news.